Welcome to MC News. I'm Maddy Heinrich today, telling you your nightly news at 9.
Today we're covering whether prosthetic legs give sprinters an advantage or disadvantage.
Sprinters with prosthetic legs, better known as Blade Runners, have raised much controversy as to whether they have an unfair advantage against their peers.
They may be even called the most controversial piece of equipment in sports by athletes. For example, Paralympic long jump champion Marcus Ream's bid to compete in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics fell short in July when he could not prove that his carbon fiber blade prostheses didn't give him an advantage. His baffling case serves as a reminder that 4 years after South African Oscar Pistorius propelled himself into history as the first amputee Olympic athlete to compete using braid prostheses, the technology's impact on performance remains unclear despite ongoing research.
Today we will be interviewing Steph Curry. Here's the question. Are you ready? What do you think about sprinters being able to compete with prosthetic legs? Do you think it provides an unfair advantage?
Yeah, I think it does provide an unfair advantage because their legs won't get tired, and like mine will. So, but I do think that if there was more like federal research on it or federal funding on it, I think I'd have a better opinion on it.
Tonight, I'm with LeBron James, interviewing with a couple questions on this topic. What are your thoughts on prosthetic legs for athletes, and do you think it provides an unfair advantage?
You know, I would have to say there's no man in this world that can jump higher than LeBron James. He jumps higher than everyone. For sprinters, I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, it's completely fair. No man can run faster than me. Look at these legs. I mean, no one can run faster than me. So I would say yes, it's completely fair, but there definitely needs to be more research put into this. That research is a huge component when it comes to the prosthetic legs. So yeah.
Okay, LeBron James, everyone.
The international governing body on track and field declared that prosthetics are springs which give an unfair advantage, but the case raises questions about technology and fairness. These questions may be:
Are carbon fiber legs different from the glasses that correct the vision of a competitive archer, or the LASIK surgery that gave Tiger Woods better than 20/20 vision?
What about the operation that replaces the tendon in the arm of a baseball pitcher with a stronger one from another of his body?
As technology improves, will athletes install artificial knees?
Where do you draw the line between giving athletes the ability to improve to compete in a level playing field?
Many different prosthetics are designed for different individual sports. Distorsus blades are designed for sprinting at a high speed, so it's very hard to stay still on them without rocking.
They don't also really fit well into your normal trouser legs, engineer Bruce McClelland said.
The artificial legs used by badminton players are thicker than the running blades since they must be used to quickly change direction and allow the athletes to jump sideways. Many concerns arise due to the amount of athletes who will willingly manipulate themselves for sports. So many don't know when to draw the line as to whether prosthetics provide therapy or an enhancement. This is why we need federal funding for research. In order to know at what point do Oscar's legs move from a therapy or corrective device to a device that gives him enhancement and performance.
Track officials have a feeling that Oscar's prosthetics make him taller than he would be with his legs, although there's no way of knowing. Because he had his legs amputated at 11 months old, there's no way of knowing how fast he would be with his natural legs. But officials suggest that if his prosthetics make him taller than he would be naturally, they may give him a longer stride that he would have for life.
And speed is a product of the length of the stride and the frequency of the stride, although there's not been much science done, and that's Oscar's point. That you can't prove that there's sort of an advantage that his stride is too long. He's afraid that the decisions are made on supposition rather than on science, and that's why more science has to be done. That concludes tonight's breaking news.
You heard it from
Cathleen
and Maddy.